5 Top 5 Most Popular Online Browser Games. Playing games is the best thing you can do on your computer. There are different high-resolution games are in the market to be bought or downloaded, but, unfortunately, every PC doesn't suit the gaming requirements. You try to download the game that is efficient in size and suit your PC gaming hardware, but old games don't last longer. Online browser games are trending these days. You don't have to worry whether your PC is slow or fast, just install Google Chrome, connect with the internet and you're ready to go. In past few days, many online browser games came into the market and online every time to play. Stick with me, I will be showing you the most popular online browser games. 5. Vana.io. Vana.io is very familiar to Deep.io because of its controls. Vana.io is not very popular as Agar.io or Slither.io, but it's pretty impressive game to play. As I told you before, the seed, it is based on galaxies, spaceships and bigger rocks that are floating in the space, and you make your way through by shooting these rocks or avoid them by turning right or left. Vana.io is the 5th best online browser game. Vana.io is fighting, action multiplayer game released in start of 2016 and active till now. Vana.io is only available on desktop browser version. Game controls in Vana.io are very simple as Agar.io, but a little different. Spaceship in Vana.io is controlled by mouse cursor, and you can easily enable booster by clicking left button on mouse. If someone is firing at you, just press spacebar to protect yourself with shield. These were the best and trending online browser games these days. Hope you enjoy the list. 4. Wings.io. Have you ever played jet fighter games on your computer or laptop? If not, you should play Wings.io for extreme fun. Wings.io is a simple 2D game in which a fighter jet fights its opponents to take on the leaderboard. This game was released in November 2015 and became popular in a few months. Wings.io is based on a fighter jet that individually fights with all its enemies and tries to protect itself by avoiding counterattacks by its opponents. Wings.io is not as complicated as Deep.io, it's pretty much simple game like Agar.io with lesser controls and ease in gameplay. The fighter jet is controlled by a mouse cursor and the space bar is used to attack or fire to destroy your opponents. Wings.io is a multiplayer game you can easily play with your friends, family members, or class fellows by sharing a simple link. Wings.io is currently running a beta version. They update the changelog every month to remove minor bugs or game rules. Currently, Wings.io is successfully running on browser and iOS devices and became the most popular online game on mobile devices. Don't worry Androids, Wings.io will soon be available on Android devices. 3. Deep.io. Deep.io is an action, fighting, battle multiplayer game. After the release of Agar.io, developers are thinking new ways to develop online browser games like Agar.io and Slither.io. Deep.io is also developed with the idea recently used in Agar.io. Deep.io is a tank battle game in which you fight other tanks to get your level up. Deep.io have different upgrades including health, shield, etc. Each individual tank fire a bullet to damage a random tank to upgrade level. On each level upgrade you get a control or upgrade panel where you get plenty of different upgrades like bullet speed, shield and body damage, etc. Controls in Deep.io are different. Tank in Deep.io follows the cursor controlled by mouse and navigates with 4 navigation buttons. Tank fire bullets with the left key on the mouse. Deep.io is also featured on YouTube. Different YouTubers including PewDiePie played Deep.io to engage the community that shows interest and love in playing Deep.io. Controls are different in Deep.io. Deep.io is available on iOS and Android operating devices, but PC browser version is preferred for extreme entertainment. If we talk about popularity, which online browser game is more popular? The answer will be Agar.io because Agar.io is the predecessor for all new upcoming games. 2. Slither.io. Used Nokia Mobile before? If you did, you must have played the Snake game on Nokia Mobile, but Slither.io is much more different than old Nokia Snake game. Steve has developed Slither.io while taking his eye on his biggest competitor Agar.io. People think Slither.io is developed on the idea of Agar.io, and its design and concept is changed. On initial release of Slither.io, people name Slither.io as Agar.io v2, but with the passage of time Slither.io make his ground as the biggest competitor of Agar.io with its original name Slither.io. Slither.io is an online arcade multiplayer browser game. Slither.io is based on a snake that crawls in a round-shaped lobby and tries to protect itself from bigger snakes. Basically, a snake in Slither.io gets killed when the tail of a random snake touches the face of your snake. The killed snake transforms into food that increases the mass of the random snake. This is what Slither.io is all about. The initial release of Slither.io included some bugs like Slither.io was not playing on the slow internet connection. Now Slither.io is working perfectly. After its successful release, Slither.io started growing a great audience and Slither community. Now Slither.io is available on iOS and Android devices. The best thing about Slither.io is that you can play Slither.io while being offline. That's why Slither.io is the best online browser game. 1. Agar.io. Agar.io game is based on an ingredient called agar, consists of colorful small particles. Agar.io is an online browser game with a multiplayer feature. Matheus Valadares is the man behind Agar.io from developing to publication. He developed Agar.io with his unique idea and all-new design. Agar.io became a news alert for every news forum and gaming websites and became the craziest game on the internet. Agar.io The Ball Eater is a game consists of multiple colorful cells trying to eat each other. The bigger cell is the hunter and smaller cells are the predator or survivor. Every cell has its default mass and grows bigger while eating smaller cells and auto-generated mass particles in the lobby which has one mass. Agar.io is game for gamers, but different YouTubers gave a twist and new style to Agar.io by creating some awesome funny action videos on YouTube, and fortunately that was the turning point of Agar.io that made Agar.io the most popular online game. First, Agar.io gameplay was uploaded by a YouTuber named Jumbo, and with Agar.io he was able to collect over 1.6 million subscribers on his YouTube channel. Agar.io has multiple features including cell skins, boosters etc. Agar.io has multiple gaming lobbies including FFA, Party, Team and Experimental, but most famous lobby in Agar.io is Party, on which you can play with your friends, family members and teammates from around the world. Agar.io initially was available only on PC browser version with lesser browser support, but further on Miniclip contributed with Agar.io by developing and publishing a mobile and tablet version of Agar.io. Agar.io can now be downloaded from the App Store or Google Play Store.